that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. Gonna build that wall until it's done. Gonna build that wall until it's done. But now you got nowhere to run. So build that wall and build it strong, 'cause we'll be there before too long.
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide, feel your heart and it's glowing. I'm welcome home, sweet home. I take your hand, now you'll never be lonely. Not when I'm home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here.
Any joke?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, let me get my stream setup going. Won't take nearly a third of cats.
My Yeti decided to do the thing today, so okay, go in the headset then, alright.
Do the funny.
Yeah, because about like every 2 weeks or something, my Yeti just decides like, oh, I'm not going to be plugged in anymore, so I'm just going to...
It's
How
like,
about
you know
not
what,
do the
Pat?
thing?
I
I'm
just
built
don't,
different.
you know what, Patrick? I just don't feel like it.
So,
The Blue Yeti built different.
So, that means, you know, I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow because I gotta record, scripts, but, so, hello everybody, welcome back to Bastion, for apparently the last session, because apparently this game's not too very long,
No, it's not.
yeah, but, as you guys probably saw from the pre-stream stuff and the goal down below, I decided to switch the sub-goal because I think something's a little bit more relevant now at this point, so the sub-goal is now switched to a blind playthrough of The World Ends With You, since that is just one of those games I have known about since it came out. I have never bothered to sit down and play it. And
20 without the 2.
Worst version of the game where you gonna play.
That's what I wanted to also ask, because I've heard, like, the Switch version has more content, but apparently if you're playing it in docked mode, it's not exactly the ideal way to play the game.
The controls are weird.
Yeah, so...
I mean, the game already has work controls, but, like,
yeah.
it's not less compatible.
So we might play the DS version at that point, but, like, we'll cross that bridge when we get to there. The point is, that's a new sub goal, so if you guys want to make that happen, we gotta go to that sub point, because I'm making it 50 because that's a high. That's basically the high of what the last one was, and, you guys have broken through every single goal that an affiliate can get through, so I can't get any more emotes and such like that until partner, so...
that Patrick will into existence. Just look at Twitch and will into existence.
Well, until Twitch decides to give affiliates more emotes, that's all I can really do, so I'm sorry about that.
That's something to me, you're not trying hard enough.
Yeesh.
Jason, your profile's a dead
Harsh,
character. Shut the hell up.
But I'm not.
Alright, well,
Yeah, give it meet me, give it until the December 30th.
I thought you were gonna say, meet me in the valley, I'll change that.
Don't worry, that'll all
got scared
change December
because we're in
30th.
the alley.
Don't worry, you'll be laid off from work, trust me.
Also, you guys can finally get audio now for the game and such, so...
Yeah, what'd you do about it? Yeah, how'd you do that?
Well, now it just decided to work tonight, because last time was like the first, the last Bastion stream was like the one time it decided not to play the audio and such, which I never understood. Actually, let me get the audio up just a little bit more, because it's a little quiet. There we go. Oh, I think I gotta show him it all again, because I don't think it auto-saved last time. Alright.
Said he was going home.
Say it was going home. But then he did it, and now we're here.
Started smashing up the
How come you didn't go home? All you have to do was
Baby,
just...
come back.
Baby, come
Give
back.
this guy his Game Award anyway already.
Yes. I'll blame it all on you.
Let's see. Foes shall strike their ferocity. Automatically retaliate when injured.
Oh, that was just Jason. He already stopped.
No, that's just Asian.
That's just Asen.
Oh wait, is any... No, I think... Yeah, that's all done. In the shrine, I don't really want to throw anything on. Does audio sound good, chat? For it?
For real this time.
Yeah, for real, because I would not like to go through another shenanigan fill like thing.
If you don't properly respond, I'm banning everyone in chat.
That's a lie.
Takes a lot
Probably.
of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
Ban's prankster, that's your first warning.
So let me try. I want to try dueling pistols out for this round.
Pack a pair of pistols and a good blade.
And then nothing else I can add into there. So Alright, I think we're good to at least do a round. Oh wait.
Can't be too careful these days.
But, gotta go to the monument.
Zolf banged up the monument.
Is it gonna sound weird, but look at the character, because of the character design, it looks like he shouldn't have that voice.
Shards.
Oh no, that's not
That's not the kid. That's not the kid.
The narrator is this dude right over here. That's where his voice is coming out of.
Alright, never mind.
The kid is a mute.
The kid doesn't say shit. They're too strong with that.
Oh, he's a kid.
Well, he's just called the kid.
It's gonna bring him back.
Oh.
You mean his name's not Bastion?
What do you mean?
Same.
I
You have to think fast to survive the wilds.
I feel like this game has promoted lies and needs to be here. But you know what? I just can't stand for these lies and betrayal.
You're a liar.
I almost dropped my stylus.
No,
Jeez.
that would have been bait.
That's a betrayal. Oh, guns.
They knew just when to start shooting.
Also, I have my idea for my final project, but my professor still said you need to sketch up 3 ideas. And I'm like, that's all I have.
I'm
What?
determined. I know my brain is locked and loaded.
Spit out rounds.
Hey, Alexandra.
Hello.
So sorry.
It isn't understandable.
You didn't miss anything, Gal.
Yeah, you
we're just
didn't.
doing the pistol challenge right now.
He's got a gun. 2 of them.
I do like.
Hey, he's at a hedgehog.
Say it with me, everybody. For his neutral special, he wields a gun.
He wields 2 guns.
Learning to hold your fire can be its own
But it doesn't go DACA like the adamant rail. It's not fast enough.
You mean
We
Persona
need to
5?
we need to upgrade the guns later.
You mean Persona 5 introduced
Please.
guns? Alright.
I'm sick of that joke, sorry.
Right now.
Yeah.
I love
I
stupid
honestly
jokes,
didn't
but
know
I'm-
that was a thing that was happening on Twitter. Until
Oh,
my friend
I
told
don't
me
even know if
about
it actually was, honestly.
The thing is, from what I understand, it was people were making the joke, and then it got trending, and then people thought, like, the Persona 5 fan was actually serious, kind of deal.
No, it actually started with some people being serious, and then they made it a joke, and then it just got out.
And then it just got way too blown out of proportion there.
Yeah.
It's like, I even tweeted myself,
I
okay,
realized, Pat, you were firing those guns a little too slowly. You can just like.
yeah, you can mash them, yeah.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
mash
you
it?
can-
Okay, I was just holding the button on that. Okay.
The only thing I'm sure of is that it's getting a sequel. Yeah, I was like, well, Alexandra's going to be screaming in 2 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, I had to
Ah,
hold
there
back
she is.
No, I had to hold back because I had a sleeping roommate when I found out. But needless to say, I was bouncing up and down on my mattress like
Yeah,
an
but you can
idiot,
still scream on
popping
Twitter.
off.
You can still scream on Twitter. I saw you scream.
Oh yeah, I
Mentally,
popped
I'm
off-
screaming.
I popped off on Twitter. Yeah.
Mentally, I'm here.
But
The world ends with 2.
Alexandra, if you could just
Don't you
remind
fucking say that.
if you could just
What's your name?
remind me a little bit of just what has been happening in the plot, because I know we got the betrayal that just happened recently.
Yeah, so we journal at some point, and Zolf read it, got really mad, wrecked everything, and left.
Okay, so that's where we're at right now.
There's a reason because there was something in the journal.
All right.
I'll be honest, I completely forgot this game's story.
There was something in the water.
The other thing that I don't think Alexandra was here for it, but yes, I've
After
made the
Zolf's
world ends
little
with you
episode,
now our sub goal at
Kid
this
sets
point.
off
So
and searches shards.
Yeah.
First stop.
I think it's a little bit more relevant. So you know.
So
The big thing is deciding which version, because, you know, I've heard mixed things on the Switch one, so...
Yeah, well, the Switch one does, like I said, you get really fucking good like remixes to the original music. You actually get some of the remixes from Kingdom Hearts 3D in there too.
Oh.
But like I said, the controls are a big adjustment compared
Especially
to
if
the
it's
original DS.
docked, that's what I'm really worried about, because that's
Yeah,
how we would be
handheld.
playing.
Handheld is like if you played the iOS version, the handheld's the same thing, so it's like that's not a problem there.
The world ends with
But even still, either way, controls will be a learning curve. Either way, I'm going to warn
Place
you.
to fill that prescription is out here in the wild.
Oh yeah, this place.
This
Time
place
to go
is
sleeping.
intoxicating.
Oh, you sucked in the fumes.
Well, we play Kid Icarus Uprising. We have to deal with control adjustments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't know where he's gone.
Well, now you don't have 2 screens, so that's even worse.
Wherever
Wait, you never finished the...
Ooh.
somewhere I never want to go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'll explain this part when we're all.
those things. I remember those
Oh,
things. being down there,
that's a lot of
Don't
them.
they like stop if you look at them?
Have specials. You get overwhelmed.
Yeah, they stop if you look at them, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're kind of like booze.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Booze except not dead. You will make them though. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Bloody massacre.
So how's everybody doing on a Monday?
It's Monday. I thought it was.
Up there, Pat?
Age of Calamity.
Yeah.
I've
No
been
sleep.
working. See, at least you guys don't. At least that's one thing. Is you're like a college student. You don't have to worry about that. Sometimes you can just make your own schedule.
I love being
9 to
young.
5.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
I say as I got older yesterday.
At birth,
And now you're the age I always think you are in
Whoa.
my head.
or in
No, I'm 15
or
now.
Some people say birth.
Let a survivor.
Oh, that was my
Oh
food.
yeah, people wailing in pain. My favorite.
Most of the gas.
I got younger.
Ben's been buttoning that shit.
You ever heard of save states?
Yeah, make use of that good use of that dodge roll.
Which was that again? That was. Oh right. Hey, yeah. Okay.
I'm Zolf of Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh yay, Nickelodeon slide. Okay, no, never mind.
Stranger still.
Creepy like.
No,
Lying.
that's called the floor. It's called the floor pat.
Wallflowers and cushions.
It's grass.
They're not going to attack you, by the way. You can leave them alone.
Okay.
Or back in the hub, except it's not the hub. It's a place where we can die.
So I don't think it's really the hub.
It's
Oh, you can die in some hubs.
Nandia's famous watering hole.
You can die in Chow Gardens.
Yeah, you can't. You can drown in Chow
Actually,
Garden.
and the Dreamcast version, they fixed that in battle.
Oh, that's a downgrade.
That'll
Every
immediately the
That's
worst
what
version.
downgrade.
So the Chow Gardens actually had more room in the Dreamcast versions than the interestingly
Moving the
enough.
opportunity to die.
Yeah.
every
They're-
year,
the-
1
the-
point
the-
Fox is
The pond in the Hero Garden, the pool in the Hero Garden was jet. There's an area just deep enough that you can drown.
Wasn't it just like
Yeah.
with only tails or something?
No, you can drown with anyone except Eggman.
I would
this
love
is
to
why
see what
Eggman's
Eggman's
is
drowning
so
animation would be.
Would you look at what he did to poor old
Eggman's literally just
every
so different.
year someone drowns in the Chow Garden.
We're supposed to start at the beginning.
It's never Eggman
So
though.
simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky.
I think a news got out that Eggman drowned.
Hey
You
guys,
think probably
welcome
would
to
be
our
happy.
welcome to our Bastion stream for session 1.
Sees what's left of the rippling wall.
Jason, about that, he'd be happy in his private Twitter.
Sees what's left if the bull. Gods. He sees what's left of
Oh my god, that thing's beating the shit out of me.
Oh!
It's yourself. Beat yourself.
Da
Run,
da da
run,
da 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 da
I
da.
like how he just, oh, okay. Yeah, your health bar was just draining
Hey,
like
hold
crazy
up.
there.
It's
That was so much. He did so much damage so fast.
almost like it's yourself.
Well,
It's just
I
as
mean,
strong
even
as you.
then, like, God.
The only way to beat yourself is to outzone you.
You'll figure it out.
This narrator voice gives me SMR.
I mean, that's what they're doing right now.
This narrator was nominated for best performance at the Game Awards. You should
I mean,
vote
he
for
is
him.
kind of doing AMSR right now.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I want this guy to sing me to sleep. Does he do convention?
I sleep on the end of the bed like the rebel I am.
So, do you want an explanation about all of what you just saw?
Sure?
Survivor's guilt.
Ah, okay.
And the area, he's like, and like Edie said, basically, it's like, oh, I got higher on something and passed out. Yeah, this area's atmosphere literally caused that. You
Sure, they
played
love
Mother
Steven.
3,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I know you get high in that game.
Mushrooms. You remember the mushrooms?
Yeah.
I haven't played
Yeah,
the game,
it was
but I know the
basically
mushrooms.
that. It was eating away. The area was eating away at his survivor's guilt. That was a nightmare.
Oh, that makes sense. I had no idea when I played the game.
Yeah.
Veg, you're stupid
Kenneth
now.
Lucas should go out sometimes.
That's one of my favorite songs in the game, right here.
Yeah.
At least you
I
guys
remember
can hear it this time. Oh boy!
Oh, yeah, that is.
Whoa, that's a lot of damage.
Remember, you have a shield, Pat.
Right,
That's a lot.
right.
I forget you have a shield. Yeah, flex object. That's right. Just does it ever break?
I'm getting very odd Undertale vibes. I don't know why.
Oh, from what?
The mouth.
The music?
You see, strangely,
No, I think it's all the objects flying everywhere.
strangely, I'm getting Age
And also the
Odyssey
flower.
vibes. I don't know why.
Prunes it down the size somehow.
We'll watch it. You're gonna poison. I think we're all clear.
Read
here.
chat. What's chat say?
gonna
So
check.
what's the best anime adaptation of Romeo and Juliet? Romeo and Juliet.
Well, isn't there an actual like anime Romeo and Juliet, like literally just called that?
I'm sure
Yes.
it is. I'm
Yes,
sure it
hang
is.
on.
I'm sure it's
I remember,
absolutely-
I remember it specifically because You Raised Me Up was the opening song, was like the OP of
Are
the
you
anime.
serious? That's so stupid. Ugh.
Bastion always gives me 2016 Christmas vibes. So that's random, but alright.
What?
That's random, but I respect it. I
Wow.
respect the grind.
Yeah, it's called Romeo X Juliet, and it's like loosely
Romeo
based on
X
the play.
Juliet. That is.
No, are you sure you're not talking about the one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, I'm not talking about that one. That one is equally as. Trust me, that one is really dumb. I had to watch that one for school. It was not good.
I did too.
The shark
Alongside an actual good adaptation of Romeo and Juliet that had tasteful nudity.
Okay,
Oh.
The arsenal's complete. The keys will need protection.
Yep, now you can actually.
That makes sense.
Like you
Oh,
did-
hold on. What? Alexandra, what was that?
You've pretty much unlocked more specials
Okay.
with that. Upgrading the forge will allow you to actually upgrade all your weapons to their final level once you get enough shards.
Alright, so that's what we're basically going in for the second half of the game.
And now you're level 4.
Health damage, increase speed while defending. Let's do that.
If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon.
Okay.
So it seems,
Oh,
based on what you said about Romeo and Juliet,
I feel like you just tried to sell me
I
something.
still think one of my favorite lines from Johnny in his review was like, "Oh, how?" It's like, wait, this kid is drinking. How old is he? And then it's like him imitating the narrator. You ask too many questions.
Yeah. I like that gimmick. The whole video was just. I feel like he did that for another video or something, but.
No.
I will say-
He did a little bit of it for SpongeBob, but that's good.
Oh, I mean that's a SpongeBob narrator. Yeah.
Oh
will say-
yeah. Be careful. Be wary of Queen Anne.
Alright.
Make
Like a mother.
you can make a drinking game of the many times you go to the to districts or states and see someone make a one act of the Seussification of Romeo and Juliet.
Justification. Like Dr. Seuss? Or...
Yeah.
Oh,
I
God.
was
I
joking.
still remember the stupid Leonardo DiCaprio version because we had to watch that for Shakespeare class back in high school, and yeah, I don't like that version. It's really dumb.
Okay, Romeo and Juliet is probably the best adaptation. I'm sorry.
I mean,
can we
it's
just all agree that Romeo and Juliet in general is just stupid because
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. It is.
It is.
I still think of the damn like image of like, you know, the person like walking 5 steps to like like going up 5 steps like in one thing. It's just like Romeo faking his step. Juliet like makes it like
Yeah. Oh,
you,
I got
there's
it.
a lot of steps full like you took at
Just
once.
casually stabs yourself.
Okay. Yep, that's what you need to watch
Oh.
out for, Pat. Ankle.
Oh, it's like that thing from the Salmon Run.
See, I actually think of what do you call it? I forget which Colossus it was, but the Sand Colossus in
Use their pikes to keep their distance.
Oh, the brushers type.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's what that is like.
Bye,
Nose,
kid.
quote, unquote.
Most of those
You can see his nose, quote unquote, coming up, like the little spikes. So if you see it stop and start to shake, roll out of the way.
Oh, there it is. I was looking up like what it, like I think like the only like William Shakespeare play that I actually ended up really liking was Titus Andronicus.
I feel like I was one of the. Oh, you know
This
what?
Summer Night's Dream I actually enjoyed. And I also saw a performance for that and a Tempest.
You know what? I totally forgot about this. I'm like, wait, did I read More Vigilante? It's like, no, I never read it because my teacher went, okay, you can either read it for Christmas break and do a report, or just come watch a play, basically.
Actually, wait, ED, I have an actual question for you. So back when school was an actual thing that you could go to for your English classes, did you have that very unnecessarily large textbook that was just full of stories?
Yes. And
I think we were given that textbook.
Oh wait, no,
didn't read
I
many
did, and actually in high school, I did as
I think
well.
I did for one English test. Yeah, I think I was given like a book with a bunch of stories, but we never really did much.
Yeah, you can
with
see that yellow spike protruding around.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
I look at all the history books that I read through and the chapters that we never got to.
Yeah.
Just to know what was missed.
No, it's like when
no
we're
wonder
doing
when
lectures.
they're boring.
It's like I listen to a lecture, I just go and read like 3 chapters ahead, because
That old gator's right on his
I just had to know the next chapter of United States history. Just had to know what happened next to this arc.
Pacing
kill
on it was
people?
kind of bad, though.
That's
Oh.
gator country for you.
Watch your health.
Okay, I'm trying to. But just,
Man, this story sucks. All they do is kill people violently.
ED, high school me would agree with you, but adult me now was like, adult me is actually sometimes now, I need to know what happens next in this history story.
What they do? Kill people? Oh, I'm so shocked.
oh, what a plot twist.
Plot twist, oh my god.
Hey guys, who wants a gator omelet?
Look,
Ironically, I think back in middle school I learned things because I found I figured out the username and password for the BrainBot site and just watched a bunch of Tim and Moby videos.
Now you can damage the thing. Now you gotta beat the boss. Death has been chasing you.
I still remember this stupid ass joke. We watched Tim Movie. I think it was something like, why are my parents' eyes like, why are my eyes blue and why are my parents brown? I think one of my parents just blurred out they're adopted. I don't know why.
Now I am trying to think of my favorite plot twist, my favorite like.
favorite plot twist.
Man, the reveal that it was all from a Big Bang is. I can't. When Jesus himself said that in exposition before his death.
I'm sorry, what?
You know what? I just watch overly sarcastic production for a good history lesson. My favorite bit is when they basically was summarizing like the rise of power is just the Pope Wars.
Manifest Destiny. What a stupid fucking plot point.
Oh boy.
Hey, yo, give me your left hand.
Behind
Grab the
you.
cookie jar.
You can go now if you want.
Oh, okay.
Just get out of there.
Bye.
You can beat her. I have beaten her.
The kid let
kid
the
ran
kid
like-
live another day.
The kid ran like a little bitch.
Fight, coward.
Coward.
Pathetic.
I would have been the forge next. If you
Alright.
wanted to go ahead and
Which one's the forge again? This one? Or...
and the anvil.
Okay, the anvil. Got it.
That gator's a crazy gal, but so's the gal who
Got a little baby gator.
Why do I want that in here?
Speaking of gators, did you see that actually Florida man did something good?
Yes.
Yes.
Florida man do.
was just a vote
Saved a puppy from a gator.
for his living.
And was being badass because he kept a cigarette in his mouth the whole time doing it.
Good job, Florida man.
Florida isn't a real state.
This is the redemption arc.
That's the greatest.
Florida is not real.
Alright, let's see. Ream 4. Improved firing rate, wider attack spread.
I like how Brandon put in all caps, I had to watch that fucking movie too.
Oh,
Oh, probably for the Romeo and Juliet.
yeah.
What? Fucking Alex, what's it called?
If
Or
you,
that.
yeah, you can go back to yours. Of course, go back to
Okay.
yours and change your loadout if you need it.
I remember I had to watch The Odyssey as a film.
Oh, God.
What? Just watching the numerous times where they could easily leave the island, but someone decides to be a dumbass.
I know. I will say there is an Animaniacs episode that revolves around the Odyssey, and if you know of the actual story, oh, it's so accurate. It's very accurate.
That was also where I said the accidental meta joke kind of came in on that.
Okay, I couldn't think of my favorite plot twist in history, but I did remember one of my favorite historical figures, just because his life is interesting, is Genghis Khan.
Oh yeah. Had a well-written arc.
When you go through his whole life story, you're just like, man, man, this could be a movie.
If you read the spin-off short novel.
Genghis Khan's story, Genghis Khan's life has everything a good story needs. Honestly, if you go through his life, it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Can't help but think that the Reynolds pamphlet was so contrived, man.
Just
Alexander,
Where's Mulan into all this?
and then there's the French Revolution. I don't know what that person was smoking, but man, it turned out to be an interesting story.
It's always like in musical theory, we always say, just remember, like, one day in your life story, somebody will make you an important historical figure in a musical, like, 20 years afterwards.
Jojo said Genghis Khan was a horny
You have to
man.
press and hold.
Oh.
You have to hold it until the arrows line up, and then
Oh,
you
okay.
on fire.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
what you took? Yeah.
I want-
You can't just immediately fire it. Great
I'm
kill.
not a fan of this weapon, but
Yeah, don't like that.
I mean, it's powerful. At least gets rid of them in like one shot, but like it's annoying to get there.
Ugh.
you say that, and I remember a search in 3 houses support regarding that.
Oh boy.
Where Genghis Khan showed up and talked to Violet.
My favorite Fire Emblem unit.
so
I mean,
by the way, I'm
I mean, I know there are war criminals, but
Professor.
Not only is it still there,
also can we take in this song, please, if you don't mind.
Ooh.
it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the track.
Hey, crowd of stairs. That being
I'll
said,
place when I'm-
speaking of 3 houses, guess who's finally gonna cave and get it this week?
Woo!
$30 at GameStop.
Yeah, dude,
Black Friday really
that's
does do
such
that.
that's such a deal, man.
It really is. That's like $10 a
$10 a
69
playthrough.
damage. Hey, 69 damage. Nice.
Nice.
I am once again asking to play 3 houses.
I am once again asking. I am once
I'm
again.
getting 3 houses. Settle down. Settle
I am once
down.
again asking
You're the
you.
same person who was like, play the one that's with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Because
once again.
unlike 3 houses, that game needs more attention.
Okay.
You know, that's fair.
I am once again asking you to lead the Blue Lion's house.
Yeah, now we don't know what house Alexander's gonna join.
Oh my god! Dang, that one's aggressive.
I'll keep bitching about Fire Emblem once the Smash Bros. Community stop bitching about it.
Oh, so never.
Never.
Never. That's a useless goal.
But
Sophie.
the only thing I hate Sakurai for with the Fire Emblem stuff is that bullshit binary shit he pulled. I was like, oh, come on, Sakurai.
I mean-
It's just pretentious at that point.
that is
I'm
some
gonna
zero
flex.
escape nonsense right there.
Again, with the whole thing of Violet, unfortunately, Violet just kind of got screwed over because of Ultimate's entire concept. Like, really screws over a new Fire Emblem rep, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I kind of actually want a new Fire Emblem rep, just not like this.
So
No, because it's like a character to represent each game, so they always stick with that, like the main person.
I know for like most people too, it's like, can we not have a sword lord? So I hear you want sword.
Yeah.
Too many swordsmen.
But I want my other anime swordsman, and you know, that's how
Yeah,
they
they're
know.
cooler, damn it.
Yeah, I
Oh.
know. Right. You know.
And you keep on dying.
Oh my gosh!
Roll the other way.
I'm trying!
that is a water
It's
walk
like,
moment.
kid, I had enough.
Okay, please give me back my Fang Reaper. Thank you.
Oh, there's a reaper. Might as well be.
Oh my gosh, please.
So we'll be acting like Fire Emblem's an underrated series, like it didn't just sell 3 million copies.
Well, I mean, to be fair, before that, the most selling was like 1 million copies, so, you know.
Oh, and it was Fates, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, that was weird, because for the longest time, I thought it was Fates was the best-selling one, because I think they would, in the numbers, they would put all 3 together, but apparently it was Awakening? So
Yeah,
I
apparently it
guess
was
it overtook it at some
A
point?
3DS game! A 3DS game!
I'm not surprised because Awakening was the game where they were like, all right, we don't know if we're going to get another one after this, so...
Well, well,
No,
Jason,
like sales.
We're talking sales-wise, you know, like, because I remember hearing that, like, a little after after Fates came out, like, it was declared the best-selling Fire Emblem, so...
Yeah.
So, I guess Awakening just took it back over time, or I don't know.
Maybe it was like actually like the...
may have been because word of mouth like, yes, play Awakening. Fate sucks though.
I mean, like,
It's like,
maybe it was just like it was the fastest. Maybe like some like the fastest.
Maybe it was fastest selling. Maybe that was.
Yeah, I feel like it might be.
Really good time got a narrator because I was like, don't play Fate. It sucks. And then narrator, that was bad.
You shouldn't have said that.
Oh yeah, those don't destroy the purple flower thingies. I believe those are poison.
They're poisonous. Don't
what's
shoot
the
them.
Fire yeah. I know those Fire Emblems. Can you tell me their sale numbers? Okay, no? Thanks a lot.
So remember we had the whole discussion. If we found it, we would have gone. We would have an answer now. We were like, I don't know why it's hard to find this. It's so weird.
We were gonna have Fire Emblem 64, but...
Yeah. We're gonna have many 64 games.
Yeah, and then they all got.
They all went to GameCube or just.
They all planned for the disc drive, and then the disc drive sucked. So.
Yeah.
And then it's like we're gonna have a Metroid 64. We were gonna have an additional thing for F-Zero X. We were gonna have an Earthbound 64.
We're gonna have another Mario game.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Okay, ED, I have an answer for you.
Mario.
I asked the question.
You know, about my favorite plot twist in history.
Oh my god, that was this fucking joke question. But shoot it anyways.
How Joseph Stalin actually rose to power.
I thought you were gonna say Joestar first. Joseph Joestar.
What kind of history are you reading
that
up?
history class a JoJo reference?
I can't believe history is just one gigantic JoJo reference.
History is JoJo?
Well, actually, it's a two-parter. It's that, and how one of Germany's plans to get to not necessarily take down the Russians, but shake out the Russians actually worked. And it was simply return Lenin to Russia. He'll cause issues, and it worked.
And then they decide to attack Russia
Then
later.
wham!
Yeah, it kind of knocked me out.
Ah, my smash
3,
invitation.
2, 1. Yep.
No, it's just Cerzia. Tell Kid. Yeah. Could you send this to the underworld? This is for Zagreus.
Smash fans, anytime they see a basic letter. Oh my god!
No, now I'm imagining, if for whatever goddamn reason Zagreus got into Smash, just like the trailer with Palutena and Pit, like revolving around them kind of thing with
Then
Zagreus.
freaking out. I was like, oh no, the underworld thing.
Just how many of them survived.
Wait, Hades repopulated?
It ain't too late.
Hades
That's
reproduced.
Finding gourmet ingredients.
Alright, so which do you think is the next one we should upgrade?
Grilled
It's
cheese.
lost and found, personally.
Alright.
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zolf.
That can wait.
We need an awful big.
Also, that ceramic pot will get you into another gauntlet if you so choose.
Ooh. Alright. Not seen anything in there. Because I want to see. Do you have something sharp? Yes. Spirit. I don't think I can add in any more spirits right now, so I think I'm good there. Check up
Yeah, there's
on
a-
my forge. No, wait,
Art,
yeah, up here.
forge, not personal.
No
Okay.
personal kid.
You need
Critical,
another one.
okay, critical damage there. That's definitely what I want.
Yep. If you, like I said, if you go to the bottom to the ceramic pot, you will be put into another one of those gauntlets where you get more backstory on another character if you want to do it.
Alright.
My head is in
well, I
a
guess you're not gonna do it. Okay.
limbo.
Oh, wait, yeah, I can do it.
Yo,
He
same.
arrives
Yeah,
just
the
in
pot.
time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
Yeah, for some reason the kid's in the
Wolf's
bong.
down too much
He
of
falls
his
asleep in somehow clipping on the pot. Okay, sure.
Kid, that's.
I just
you're gonna
imagine
get
his
back
head like
pain.
reeling back into the pot and he's falling
Said a lot
asleep
about
and they're just like,
kid.
what the hell?
All right, kid. I'm
What the hell?
28. Stop
What the
calling me
hell?
kid.
What the hell are you doing, kid?
The hell did you put in that food?
You know what? I'm sick of this. I'm a 28-year-old man. Stop calling me kid. Whatever you say, kid.
Whatever you say, kid.
Okay, old man.
What's he
Those will allow you to dodge attack, get airborne and dodge
Yeah.
attack if you need to.
I only heard
I'm a fly.
Ooh, digging the song.
Oh, I mean, this song is so previously, but you didn't hear. Oh, fine, I like the song.
Oh wait, I actually remembered a fun fact about the soundtrack of this game. Apparently, like every single soundtrack for this game was used basic samples from GarageBand.
Really?
Once there was a normal
Yeah.
Yep.
girl.
Darren Core was pretty much self-taught.
Terminals like the rest of her people. She was from
I only know that because this D&D podcast that I listened to called the Adventure Zone also also makes the music the same way, and he commented a couple of times about how people kept comparing his music to Bastion. He said yeah because they used the same samples.
That just reminds me how like the guy who makes the songs into Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Now he made a Bloodborne song into something else in his Mario Kart.
Oh, yep.
the folks were orphaned in the war. Taken
I didn't know Bloodborne was the most versatile soundtrack you could get.
returned to the terminals.
Yep, so now you're getting information. Zia was born in Ceylondia, so she doesn't know anything about her people.
Wait, who?
The girl, with the hearts.
Came into the city, had to stay
Okay.
alive. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out.
Well, that was just
There's a narrator. I hear your story. It's a very interesting story. What does this have to do with the ground shooting arrows at me?
symbolic.
It's symbolism for the hard times that the character endured.
Complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father.
I'm actually thinking about that. I never really watched Adventure Time, but because that came about after I just stopped watching TV.
Old man.
But I keep seeing clips of Adventure Time Obsidian, and I actually do want to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is it on? HBO Max?
I think
Or-
HBO
Yeah.
Max.
Cities, man.
Yeah.
HBO Max. I had it at my subscription. Oh, damn.
You mean I have to watch stuff besides Infinity Train on it?
Yeah. The Penguins of Madagascar TV show on it. They don't bite.
Would that be on Netflix?
Yeah, that
Is
was
it?
Netflix. Wait, you actually want it on Netflix? See, when DreamWorks does something original, it's actually good. When it's based on their other established properties, ugh.
No. Penguins of Madagascar is
Except
based good.
Train Your Dragon series, I hear that's actually pretty good.
They don't have Penguins of Madagascar.
I heard
This
about
is
True
so
Dragon.
sad.
What?
Like, How to Train Your Dragon
The
series
show
is
that she
pretty
mentioned.
good.
The show.
Yeah, it's really good.
They have All Hail King Julian though. What the?
Yeah, you wanna know what's weird? When I got my VPN, I switched it to Japan. I just say, well, all right, what is Japanese? What is Japan's Netflix like? I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of better than ours. What's going on here?
I mean, that's
Do
usually
they have
the
Penguins
case.
of Madagascar?
They have Full House, Orange and the New Black, Season 4 of Steven Universe. They had Clarence. They had Gumball.
CNN
Also,
shows.
let's not, we can watch the Fresh Prince of Bel Air legally on Netflix.
Yeah, I still don't get why we don't have Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I don't understand that one.
Gain a knack
Yeah.
for string
Me?
songs.
Ooh. Like, who has the legal rights to stream it over here? Then it was on Netflix.
I'm not sure, but I know Netflix in other countries has it, so...
No, because like it could be one of those things where in the United States, Netflix doesn't actually have the rights to stream it, but they have the rights to stream it in other countries.
Xenophobia! Whoopee!
Wait, I missed that. Okay. Just Jojo knows what's up. Thank you, Jojo.
Basically, short and to the point. Zia goes to school, people bullying her. What was that?
What the hell?
Oh.
I heard that in game.
Oh, that was the sound. That was the sound of someone getting shot. Don't worry.
But, go on, Ezra.
Anyway, I was saying classmates are bullying her because they're like, oh, ha, your dad's an traitor and everything. So, again, they're basically bullying by xenophobia.
Oh, okay.
I was talking with my friends about this earlier. A dumb thing that I realized kids do as I got older. Ha ha! It's like, essentially, it kind of boils down to, ha ha, your family loves you. What a loser. Oh yeah, I'm a loser because I have parents that care
like
about
people.
me.
I mean, kids generally do get embarrassed by affection with their parents in front of people. So
It's just one of those things where as you get older, you realize, wow, that was like, wow, that was
It's
silly.
like, yeah, how dare my parents want to actually come to the parent-teacher
How
conference
dare they want a
and
loving
talk about me.
relationship?
How dare they want to care about me?
Oh,
shit.
yeah. I think you need to stop trying to run through.
Yeah,
Run
well,
through.
I'm trying to trigger him to, like, come up kind of deal.
Well, don't.
I think
don't,
roll
like,
away. Roll away.
Just roll towards it once, and if he doesn't, just...
That's what I'm trying to do. But he still kept launching
Patrick,
me.
you want to?
I think go in, then roll back. I think that
You
makes
want to
things
trigger
easier.
him? Say Kakarot.
No.
Spoke how we wanted to meet a man from the terminals.
Cool.
But Patrick, going back to you, like the First Person Bella thing, it's a similar thing with the Ghibli films, where in America, HBO got the rights to stream them, but Netflix has the rights to stream them in other platforms in other countries.
All right, time to go to some cover video for ExpressVPN. Time to get that discount.
And greeted her father in the Ura's native language.
Use NordVPN.
I mean, I actually have one now, so I can watch the new
Which
SpongeBob
one?
movie. I have
Which SpongeBob
NordVPN.
movie?
Are you sure about that?
The newest one that came out.
Yeah, because I think it's on Canadian streaming services and such.
Canadian.
Yeah,
Typical.
so I can watch that now.
But
Are you?
but do you really though?
I mean, are you? That's the.
I mean, I see enough clips from that movie to make me go, yeah, you know what? You know what? I'll watch this.
Oh my god!
Oh,
They do a lot of
I'm
damage!
how relentless these things were.
Okay, these plant things, I am not liking this enemy type. I can just say that straight up.
I can't believe it. I'm losing to a plan.
Look to a plant.
I can't believe that. Moves to a plant.
They feel like the Mets of
Yeah.
this game.
The tassel turret.
Make you move. That's a good move. I can't believe
Believe
it.
it, I'm losing to a
Oh, these
plant.
things are just overwhelming.
So you want me to explain the story up to this point that he's been
Yeah.
explaining? Okay, so basically, this boy's like, I want to meet your dad. I've never seen another Ura in my life besides you. And he did, and then he greeted them in their native language, which is apparently is taboo not to do unless you're a native Ura. They got mad.
Slosh on out of the city for the school.
Don't
So
get
they're
me.
just like, okay, we're just gonna flee the city and just we'll be together and just go to the Tattle terminals, you know, the Ura homelands and everything. And that's where shit hits the fan once we get to.
Don't get me
Yeah, I didn't
wrong,
process any of
love
this when
you,
I played
but
the game.
does that mean I have to meet your father?
Oh my god. No, he wanted to, and then.
Yeah, it's all kind of went over my head when I played the game.
Yeah, maybe like reading the dialogue in between rounds helped.
Maybe I was trying to take a breather from
I
almost
do
dying.
think there should have been a little bit of like a visual aid or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Because like as soon as it just the dialogue just kind of happens, and I'm like still trying to process it. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta deal with this.
yeah.
now.
Okay, Alexander, question: is there a way in this game to go back and actually re-expert into like and read the story of this game within the game itself? Like if it's like an archive?
No.
No.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
Cause like during this, I'm just trying to take a breather. I'm just like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
like
trying to
admittedly,
mentally
I'm kind of the
prepare.
same way. I'm like, okay, just taking a breather kind of thing, because Admittedly, trying to pay attention to the story and play at the same time is a little hard for this.
Yeah, because during one of those things, I'm just trying to take a breather. I'm like, okay, just trying to prepare for the next onslaught.
Okay, maybe I'm just one of those weirdos who actually can't pay attention.
Oh, don't worry, I'm a freak like that as well. Just. I didn't mean it like that. Damn it, it sounded worse.
Yeah, and then he completely just sold her and her father out. Because
I love you. Now I will sell your entire family.
Oh.
I hate it when that happens.
I hate it when my father hated me all along.
It'd be like that sometimes.
What do you mean I insult your family and then I sell you out?
But her father got a deal. Return to work for the Mancers, and she'd go free.
I think it's help how fast those subtitles go down.
Yeah, they go by pretty fast.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have like a convo log or something.
Yeah, if I had if like after you beat this you had like a log where you could just read all of it at once kind of deal.
Whispered a desperate plea.
Read all of it, get it narrated to you.
And lock yourself.
Okay.
Maybe like just a visual thing actually would have helped a lot.
Is going to be working with, like, the Mancers with these group are effectively scientists and everything, and he was forced to rework for them, or, you know, after being arrested for something he didn't do, because fuck xenophobia, and he tells Zia to go home, lock herself in the den, and stay there.
Which will obviously mean he'll be alive right after, right?
Oh, I'll explain what happens later.
Big mouth.
He fucking dead.
Oh, that's nothing else concerning the he fucking dead part. He knew.
No, he gets put in animatronic and.
oh, he was part of the Bite of 87.
Yeah, he's awesome. He was the Bite of 87.
Ah, so he's worse than dead.
He's purple guy.
She was told.
The man behind the slaughter.
Inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Whoa, whoa! He got stuck up.
Again. It's me again.
Yeah, he's gotta stay away. And
There's
shoot
two
them.
of them!
Three!
There's three of them!
It's
Yeah,
Kid
we're just gotta
Heroes!
get away and shoot them. That's it. Just zone them out.
Kid Heroes!
Can you like use your special or whatever?
That's a close range one.
It's close range, not a good idea
okay.
right now.
Yeah, because they were decimating my health earlier, so I don't want to take any chances.
And there's 3 of them now?
Okay, one of them's down. What?
I think we'll get him in, yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
Calamity Kid is
So,
struck.
do you want to know what happened? Can you put piece 2 and 2 together on that
Yeah,
one?
she went down there, and then Calamity, that made her
I
survive.
get that,
When
but
the kid
can you
wakes
also
up,
piece what else?
his world
That
falls
journal
together on
was, you know,
Just
that
the
you
way
saw
you left it.
earlier was her father's.
And
I don't know.
I think it's a good thing if we didn't get everything.
Like,
there's it's heavily implied what she read in there was his parting words to her because he was a Mancer, he knew how to trigger the calamity. He
okay.
praised it as saying "fuck you all."
Okay.
Oh.
Now with me. And he wasn't taking
again,
his daughter.
Admittedly, I wish you could just read it like all after kind of deal, just so like it's a little easier to piece it all together kind of deal.
The shards are getting harder to find.
Except
Further away we go.
the shards are
It
getting
seems like they
harder.
probably did get better at their storytelling in later games.
The shards are getting...
Alexandra, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Regarding The World Is With 2.
Thank you for calling that as well. Thank
Go
you.
fuck yourself!
No, Pride, I tweeted that earlier today. The one that's with 2.
Go fuck yourselves, all of you. Anyway,
No,
question, Jason.
how different is that from the original game?
Like in terms of the battle system and such.
Very, actually.
Like, you see, everybody, like, I know everyone was talking about the, Persona 5 stuff, but when I was seeing the game, like, admittedly, Jet Set Radio was the first thing to come to mind.
Yeah.
That's actually a very good comparison because it actually has that very street graffiti.
Yeah, well, like, the
style.
street graffiti and, like, of Tokyo kind of deal, it's like, oh yeah, this really feels like Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, see, now that's a comparison I don't mind people making.
Now, a follow-up question. Do you think that this will be, like,
As for
its own separate thing where you don't have to play the first game to understand this one, or do you think it will be a sequel?
Because of one of the party members. I'm just point blank telling you right now.
Okay.
Okay. So, direct sequel.
Ooh.
Alright. Wait, so wait, Jason, I have another name for it. The one that's with us.
Okay. That's clever.
Persona.
The one is with us.
The world ends. And then the game.
Yeah, third one. The world ends with everyone. It's genius.
no, just the world ends with us. Persona 3 be like.
The prequel game. The world ends with nobody.
The final.
The world ends with somebody.
The world is with me.
The world ends with the world ends with anybody.
The Nintendo edition where you can play as your me.
The world ends with me.
The world ends with me.
Will the sequel be connected to the Kingdom Hearts lore?
God, I don't even know, cause fucking Nomura.
The better timeline, no.
I just went on the Twitter and I saw that picture you guys like when Max's kid came and.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
That's adorable.
He's doing the Twitch Rivals thing for Marvel 3 right now.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of like this flamethrower.
Oh, Xenoblade's on sale. Xenoblade Chronicles 2's on sale for $40. That's a good price.
I did love the initial
Mini-games.
post. Was just like you know, Nintendo is doing the impossible. They're putting their games down by
It's on
$20.
sale.
And then
I know, it's like
everybody.
they're putting their games actually on sale.
No,
on
and then
sale.
everybody was kind of like just jokingly in the comments, just like, "This is it. Nintendo's doomed. This is how. This is the start. It's all gonna go down.
They're going nuts. They're losing their way.
They're losing their minds."
But real talk, take advantage of that eShop deal. It is really
Yeah,
damn
dude,
good.
like a lot of really good games on sale for that.
Yep.
In particular, I can.
80.
In particular, for like the Nintendo sales, definitely Three Houses is the one to take advantage of. I think the most right now.
I would even say Xenoblade as well.
Xenoblade's also one.
Well,
The
Xenoblade
definitive
Chronicles
edition?
2.
I can't wait to buy Xenoblade 2 and not finish it.
Hey,
It's a big JRPG. So
I know
hey,
exactly.
there are a new patch came out for Among Us like an hour ago.
Oh,
oh,
does it include
that?
the new map or?
No, I think the map was supposed to
Is
be
it the
announced at the Game
proximity
Awards.
patch?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just balance changes and bugs fixes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but balance
that
changes.
proximity thing was a mod.
Yeah, but balance changes.
I remember when the nomination announced video came out, the Among Us Twitter said to keep an eye out on the Game
Yeah.
Awards. I guess they haven't announced.
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
now.
Well, and also they now have a Twitter account.
Yeah. Okay, so
Something to look forward to for the Game Awards.
I
Wow.
was talking with my my other friends about this, and when I asked them, do you think Among Us should be at the Game Awards this year? They said no because the game didn't come out this year.
Well, no,
Whatever,
I,
it's an indie game, I don't care.
think, I listened to John's uncle Greg and everything in his podcast, Friday podcast, The Silver Lining, and he said it best. I think it's fine to be nominated for awards, except Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Which
I think that's the
fair.
big. I think that was a bigger one, and plus, I think it's fine for Among Us because let's be real, no one played it before this year.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
It's made by Spirit.
Yeah.
It's a small dev team. Yeah. So
Give
give
'em.
them some credit.
Oh come on.
They had a big internet
I
influence.
Like this is a weapon that shoots fire that's just normally used to help like heat up a fireplace.
Yeah.
Actually,
This is actually probably one of my more favorite weapons of the later ones,
It's a
honestly.
good weapon.
Yeah, cause like
No,
I mean,
I
that
get
game was
the-
like an internet phenomenon for like a good month or two. It deserves like proper recognition.
Get that shard out of there. Too bad taking
Run
that thing
away.
woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog. Sure, it
No,
ain't the
we
most
don't need to hallucinate again.
Why don't you flamethrower them?
Nope.
Biggest-
Bye.
It would've felt good,
That's
I swear.
Big gun.
It's waiting for him on the other side. But where there's one stink,
Burn.
there's always
Oh,
Wow. I was trying to move. I was trying to go for. I was pushing forward, and he went left on that.
like a pimple on a school.
yeah, I wouldn't expect one, Brandon.
Tenants all gathered
At all.
around to beat the kid.
Eh.
Oh, there is gonna be a Christmas special for DuckTales. Let's go.
DuckTales, yo ho.
Ho ho.
His name is I cannot believe I referenced that in the same
Yeah.
age.
Ah. Ah.
Everything's so blurry.
Okay, there we go.
The city, but all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it.
So I'd recommend going to the place where you can get all the little achievement awards because I believe you got
He
one.
comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Well, it's almost like it's firing fire.
Yeah.
We're all
20, but without the
Ah.
expertise.
Patrick, I really want to watch Animaniacs. I just saw a clip from Piggy and the Brain. Political line are just facts that haven't been repeated enough yet.
Yeah.
I still think
It's on Hulu, right?
my favorite Pinky the Brain parts were there's one about like the internet is the most powerful tool ever devised. Do you realize what they all do with it? Yes, but this is a children's show. Look at my man's nut.
see us now.
Honestly,
I wasn't looking at the screen. What the?
Alright, give me back my bolt burst, thank you.
Now we can light him up.
Oh wait,
Maybe
actually,
both.
hold on. Also, give me my warp city back.
Actually, Ed, you never watched Animaniacs, right? Like at all?
No.
that
You
would
wanna-
definitely be after his time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
definitely would like to
Yeah, update
to
the-
see what you
update
think
the-
about it.
The memorial.
Oh.
Yeah.
More.
Well, admittedly, you can start on the 2020 series. It's just a continuation, and it was basically a skit show anyway. So
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I did watch Animaniacs through VHS stuff at school. Though it's kind of funny that the very first thing I see Animaniacs related was the Christmas special. It's like the very last
Wax
thing.
Wish,
Nice
Wax-
big
Yeah.
Canada.
it's like the last, very
also,
last thing.
I like the subtle angry during the quote unquote Olympics run, the subtle angry nod that Wacko's like yes like yeah at least they remember you Mr.
Mr. like
Nations of the World. I was
world.
like,
Yeah, I remember seeing memes of that video, Nations of the World.
minority that actually remembers the Wacko states more than Yakko's World actually.
Yeah, you
Also,
see-
this is more of a comic thing, but the one thing that keeps circulating, it's like, we need one male and female.
Oh yes,
male,
yeah,
female,
other.
Say that again? Do you want to complain or do you want to get on the boat?
This still reminds me of that old gag with the Noah's Ark one. Buster and Babs buddy, no relation. I would hope so. This is a kid's show.
Have you guys also been seeing that that clip from the Looney Tunes show that has been making the rounds?
Oh, of like you will never like where are you? I'm just standing on the road. Oh no! Hey, you will never believe this. There's somebody on that looks like you on the side of the road. I'm about to hit him.
And then it just cuts right before she hits him.
God, Looney Tunes show like it was very inconsistent, but God, when it was on point, it was on point.
Remember they had an episode of Daffy just shooting a gun.
Yes. Daffy was going through war. Ah!
That shit was fun.
A solid frame. Can
Wasn't there like a whole? I remember there's a whole episode where just like Bugs' cable guy was just messing with him,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
fucking with him.
shard the Mount Zion.
just to be an asshole, just because he was bored in his job or something like that.
Like the other anime for Pinky the Brain, but
Can't
probably
rightly
my
call
favorite
Mount
one of
Zion
theirs
a
is
mountain anymore.
one where like they're at the Oscars and then there's a time traveling brain in one of the episodes and oh it's a good time.
There's no place left.
Also, Jason, do you remember that one thing where Porky Pig ate pepperoni without realizing it was made of?
Oh God, yes.
Oh my god.
That was a joke in an episode. It was like a running thing throughout.
That's morbid. I love.
I know. It's so weird.
Edie, I'm gonna ask you a question.
I didn't do it.
Were you around during the era of Cartoon Network? They were like, "Hey, live action's cool."
Oh, Destroy Bro Destroy, hell yeah.
Like there was literally only one of those shows I actually defended, and then they gave it the axe because the law is not reaching our quote target demographic.
That's the only
Which
one I
show was
remember.
that?
Destroy Bro Destroy. It was stupid.
Wait, Alexander, what show was that?
Power prep.
Oh yeah! Someone else knows.
Hell,
You know what? I'm glad that I
the
grew
era
up.
where everything that was the diamonds in the rough all went bye-bye for some capacity. Either they put them online to have them to finish their runs quietly, or they canceled them.
Best thing we can do
Yeah.
for those beasts.
As I
You know-
cry in Thundercats 2011.
You know what? I'm kind of glad I grew up with Latin America Cartoon Network around that time.
What? Like Latin America. What?
The
Did
fuck?
Because
Explain.
Well, because since I usually don't have I didn't have cable back then or the internet accessibility, so I usually see Cartoon Network stuff when I go
meant
to.
tell you that mortar hurts you, so be careful.
Oh, so it sucks. All right, ditch it in as soon as I can.
It does a lot of damage, but it can hurt you too. So watch where you're firing it.
But if we win,
That was a mistake.
So you can do that a lot of damage.
Yeah, Sophie, I was just about to go. Like, did you live in another country or something for a little bit? Or?
Like,
No, I have relatives in another country that I visit from time to time.
God,
So you're born in
yeah.
another country.
just like we have.
And that's how I can somewhat subconsciously remember Spanish. Otherwise, Spanish class would have been a lot harder.
I only remember bits and pieces of my Spanish class, honestly.
I remember the field trip I went on with my Spanish class. That was it. That's it.
Man, the field trip I remember from school the most was everybody did physics back in high school because you got to go to Cedar Point at the end of the class.
hey, Pat, you want to know a secret? Kill the enemy in the center and then you can leave.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You can leave right now, actually.
What field trip that you ever went on? School?
I like.
Well, I would say probably the Cedar Point one was overall the best one, but besides that, probably for one acts for
We'll all be better
theater,
off
you got to go up to Bay City for a thing called Love Fest, which was basically a theater festival of 2 days.
It was like, it's like the State Thespian Festival in Alabama. I loved going to those.
Yeah, it used to be a competition thing, but then they decided after a while that they just made it a general theater thing. That way there wasn't, like, any bad blood between any of the schools or stuff like that, so...
No, there was never bad blood between schools. It was just like... I mean, we had the competitions and everything for best, for like overall play, one act play, best solo number and everything when you had to like perform by yourself. It was kind of like when you did like outside of the actual like main stage performances and stuff, like the equivalent of the cosplay contest, I would say.
Yeah, but I remember specifically from that would be the there was one performance that was like of a Cinderella thing, and you know it plays out like normal, and then we're all waiting for it to end, and then it just shows like a spotlight of Cinderella back in her rags. She looks around, she cries, and then it fades to black, and it's done. And everybody was just like, wait, hold on. What's like, no, well, you can't go. Oh my God, whoa. Thank you, Alex. Jeez.
It's almost like I want you to play the
See, I knew it would. I knew like you would get that.
That was my plan.
I'm trying to. I try to remember. I'm trying to remember any theater stories, and I think I remember when we were going through one acts in high school. There was this one act, which from what I talked to with the students about it was that it was a full play, but they had to cut it down, and it was pretty much like this D&D campaign thing. And pretty much my friend was really into D&D, and he gets extremely frustrated at all the inconsistencies, and he's just in pain the entire play.
I remember when I was directing one of the one acts one year. It was basically about these kids that survived a attack on a ship and then are on a
Okay, I was trying to avoid the obvious joke.
yeah they were basically just in the middle of water for like a week kind of thing, and then one of them stays behind because the other kids threw another one of them overboard kind of thing, and then the final shot is basically him getting shot down by like a plane. Pretty much the thing that was driving us nuts during rehearsals was that the blood bag would never go off right, kind of deal.
What do you mean?
Well, of like, basically, the actor would have a, like, blood pack in their chest kind of thing that would explode, when he got shot, you know, to fake the bullet kind of thing, and to make his outfit bleed. But it never either responded or one time it just like bubbled up. So it did. But thankfully at Love Fest it actually did work, and you could just see me in my chair. I'm just like, yes, 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 finally. Like, thank God.
No, at that point you just insert the Kaiba yes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge.
Yes, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The other one that I love was for another one act we did a bunch of grim fairy tales and stuff like that, and I was doing our Rumpelstiltskin for that, and it's like one of those where the whole joke is I have to you know, die in a very dramatic way because one of the narrators guessed my name kind of deal. So I do like a very long proclaimed one, and then it's like I stay on stage for like a minute dead, and then they like clap the back screen, and then two techies come in and then just drag my body off screen. You know, kind of. And God, the entire auditorium just started applauding during that.
Okay, I guess that's one way to do it, but yeah, there was a switch to it.
I think like my favorite field trip that I ever went on at school was
Owen Science Center doesn't count, Jason.
no what?
Wait, you
What?
never went to Owen Science Center? Like never?
I probably, you know what? I probably have, but I don't know. I don't remember what that is. But you know, like I said, I probably have. Like I said, I probably have, but I don't remember.
Camp Schmidt. Did you go to Camp Schmidt?
No.
Oh God.
No. My favorite trip was It was this museum in DC that I didn't even know existed. It was a museum. It was a museum about the history of media. And the reason we went there was because they recently added a new section talking about the news, the news coverage of Hurricane Katrina.
Whoa.
Yeah, and the entire section was about that coverage and everything that everybody out of the state heard, and everything that everything that was actually happening in the state that never made it out. Yeah, so it was really, really neat. I was like, wait, this museum's a thing? And I just went to every single section to learn everything that I can because it was already this whole museum was like everything in here is my interest. I must learn everything that I can. I went home with a headache because I kept on reading too much.
Okay, then question to Chad, because of what Jason was bringing up. What is, like, the best museum exhibit or stuff like that you've ever seen or stuff like that?
I mean, best in terms of informative or...
Informative and, like, interesting, like, unique, or just... like, one you just generally really enjoyed.
Well,
kind of deal.
unique would definitely be the art of video games that went to the American History Museum.
I think that maybe came by my area. I think I maybe went to that one. Or I think it might have just been an Evolution of Games one. I don't think it might have been this one.
But the ones I would say the most informative and extremely thought-provoking, the Holocaust Museum and African American History Museum. Like, that is... two museums in Smithsonian. Out of every Smithsonian museum, you must go to those two.
Yeah, I think I've been to those.
Isn't the Holocaust Museum? Isn't there like a Because isn't there one in DC? The Holocaust Museum. Okay, yeah. Okay, I went to that. I went to that one too at the field trip.
We went to Washington, but we weren't able to get there because we ran out of time.
There's also the Aerospace Museum. I love that museum.
Oh yeah, no, the Aerospace Museum is just fun.
Oh yeah.
I think one of my favorite exhibits was only a few years ago. There was at the Henry Ford Museum. There was a big Pixar exhibit. But what I really liked about that one was probably the most in-depth that they went into like the animation process and stuff like that, and they had like interactive exhibits. What I loved about it was that it basically was the best way to teach my parents of what I actually do, kind of deal.
Oh,
It was like, as soon as we went to that one, they were just like, oh, okay, it makes way more sense what you do now, kind of deal.
Yeah, and it's just my issue. Oof.
Yeah.
Damn. It just died of. I was like,
Oh.
I think he killed it. I think he good.
Then the kid hears a voice calling.
Yeah.
Man, my world really ended with him.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It says,
Hey, buddy. You're not gonna
How
stab
you-
me in the back or anything, are you?
What? No. Why would I do that? No. No.
let
No.
it
No.
fall. You should not go back.
Okay.
Come back anyway, bye, bitch.
I'm just gonna take
gonna-
this and leave
If that's the way
Go
it
back
is,
anyway.
He says, then I won't stop you.
Best museum best museum exhibit will probably be any of those simulations that a few museums have, like there was this one at a museum where you can explore the ocean.
It reminds me of the Detroit Zoo for the polar
Say
bear
what you
thing.
will about
For the
zoos.
polar
Do we-
bear exhibit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we count zoos and aquariums as museums?
I guess just to bring it on to another thing of a discussion. What I love
Alright,
about
be very careful or a hurt.
Oh,
and
okay.
are fast.
Oh God! Ow. Okay.
Yeah, you really don't raise your shield against
Got
these
inside
guys.
the bastion and shut the door.
Who haven't been to a zoo in ages.
For the Detroit Zoo, what I always loved about them was they had a big exhibit where like you would walk underground and then like have this big aquarium where you got to see the polar bears and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
See the bastion.
I also love the Kalamazoo one because they basically had this big platform where you could get right next to a giraffe.
To make matters
It was
worse,
very cool.
Seems the Ura
Alright, are you a zoo man or aquarium man?
I would say more aquarium. I mean, I did work at one at one point, so.
something wrong.
It's like I've been to more zoos than aquarium, but I'd probably be more aquarium because going to a zoo in Florida heat.
Oh.
Oh.
I can imagine that not being fun.
It's like it's fun at the beginning, and then the day passes. You're like,
Yeah.
God.
No more 4K. These enemies are actually your allies right now, so except they, like pretty much knock out any Ura.
Like at the very least, if you're gonna go to South Florida, please come in the winter.
Yeah. Like now after I went there one time for Disney in the winter, now I only go, I try and make it if I ever go to Florida of going in the winter now.
So
Uh,
worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity.
There's a manga version of Frozen 2?
Oh, jeez.
not surprised.
Just on Twitter, I just see Viz tweet out cover review, Venture into the Unknown and Frozen 2, the manga, available February 9th of 2021.
What will be the
It kind of reminds me about like for when I was really into Disney fairies, they had like these chapter books dedicated to each fairy that exists, and there's apparently a manga adaptation of one of the books. It was weird.
Like, I know there's a manga adaptation of the Star Wars movies, and I actually do want to read those.
Oh, okay, there we go.
The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
The Gaiden manga is pretty hardcore because like
I'll go.
they actually canonly kill units in that.
Seems the gods recommended this place to live.
Apparently, because apparently Toby dying is canon in the Gaiden.
The sanctuary
That's unfortunate.
we can build. We can rebuild. The
Dude,
mercy
1,000.
windbags
If you
ain't
want to
the
upgrade
only beast
anything.
that drew
Yeah,
I do.
let me head to Lost and Found real quick. I don't think I have anything that allows me to upgrade the tube.
If you get the fine gramophone, that's basically the sound selection. You can change while you're in the Bastion. Alright. Oh, yeah, talk to rocks again.
Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
You just go to the gramophone at any point. You can turn on music and stuff. Woo.
Alright.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Alright, over here.
One last shard. That's all we need to put this mess behind us.
Wait.
And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand.
What? Okay.
Zolf said the calamity
Oh.
failed. And he's
Yeah.
right. The Ura stand is living proof of that.
Oh god.
You know, going back to the whole reading stuff in school,
Yeah.
one of the stories that really stood out to me was this book we read called Tangerine.
God.
It's like it first started out. It's like this partially blind kid moves to Tangerine, Florida, and it starts out simple enough. It's like he gets into a school, tries to do soccer and stuff, and then it just goes out of the wall. It just goes extremely insane, like from 100 to 11 when it's just revealed that his brother was causing termites into people's houses to rob stuff.
What?
Yeah. It's like the main plot is just him doing his school stuff, and in the background you have like his brother who bullies him a lot. It's like, yeah, he's kind of an asshole, but you know, that's how it is.
You know.
And then I think one of the major turning points in the novel was that he was chilling in the bunkers with his new friends, and he notices one of his brother like walks up to one of the friends' brother and kind of dealt with a prank that 7 days later that person was found dead with an aneurysm.
Oh.
Holy shit! Okay, how does the story end exactly?
Go on, I'm invested now.
So because nobody aside from him knew that the brother did it, but most people assumed since he had a grudge, and so around the climax of the story was that two of the kids goes to his brother during like senior awards and pretty much pounds him because, you know, he killed his brother. And so the main character kind of assaults a staff member so they can get away, and then the main character runs away too. And there's this ongoing, like, there was a story going on of how he got visually impaired, which at first his mother told it was because he looked in the solar eclipse. But then he soon remembered that was because he's socially impaired because his brother thought he chewed him out for spray painting a wall, and so he decided to spray paint his eyes.
What?
And his mother lied about it.
Holy. Okay, so going back to Bastion, they're going into like telling the details of pretty much of how the calamity happened, and pretty much they want it because again, lol xenophobia, like fuck you. They wanted to make a way to seal the Ura homelands like from the surface, so you know they effectively die slow and painful death. And one of the people they contracted onto it was an Ura scientist named Ben, an Ura scientist.
Yeah.
Whoops. Something wrong. I just like it's called something wrong.
That reminds me
Also,
of,
real quick, JC nailed, yeah, because Alexandra, gift subbed a lot of people, so,
Yeah. It's almost like I want to have to play Twooey or something.
You sabotage.
There are two stories I remember from school that particularly stand out. The first one is, I think it was called I think it was either called The Game or the Butterfly Effect. And what it was about was apparently in the future they set up like this they
Oh, I
set up
remember
this,
that story.
yeah, they set up this whole like recreational activity. I don't know what it would be what it's called, where you can actually go back in time and hunt something down and hunt something down in the past to take back with you into the future. And how they would do it is they would get a request from a client. They would mark out everywhere that you should go, so you don't mess with anything. Here's the thing. Here it is. Do your thing. Grab it, and we'll come back. And what one person in this particular group decided to do was when he actually went back in time and saw what happened and like, oh wait, this is real. He got so scared of his serenity that he stepped off the path and he ended up killing a butterfly by accident. And so when they went back into the future, killing that one butterfly has caused so much to change that like even like the English language had changed.
What?
And so so the person that was in charge of that group turned around and shot the guy that caused this whole situation to happen.
Yep. I remember that story.
Is that like the story where like the butterfly effect comes from, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like changing one thing in the past could cause like a whole lot of nonsense to happen in the future. Another story that I remember this was called the Yellow Wallpaper.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's a story about this woman who's like in bed because she isn't well, and this woman swears that she sees a figure in this yellow wallpaper, and every single day she is trying to figure out what this figure is and what it's doing to the point.
Wanna fire meteors?
To the point where the husband brings her stuff one day. Her door is locked. He grabs the key to unlock it. He goes into the room, and he sees that the woman believes that the figure in the yellow wallpaper got out and took over her body.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the whole thing was actually like a commentary about women with mental health back in the 19th century.
Some really deep stuff in your school sometimes.
Yeah.
I know. I know about that.
And I have to read all the traditional shit. Your Shakespeare, your William.
Yeah, I know that.
I can definitely say, probably for me, of like my required reading, Lord of the Flies was probably the one that bored me the most out of all of them.
Really? I actually like Lord of the Flies. No, you're the one who bored me the most. Moby fucking Dick.
I didn't have to read Moby Dick at all for.
Be happy you didn't have to. Be happy you didn't have to, because oh god, it was just 3 chapters of something, and then 60 chapters of nothing about phrenology, and then like 2 chapters in the end of stuff happening.
I think the story that bored me to absolute tears. It was a book that we had to read in the 6th grade, and to this day, I don't know why we had to read this book. It's a book. This is not going to help. It's a book that I know that eventually got made into the movie. I think it has something to do with Wall Street at the stock market.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.
You read it in 6th grade? Damn.
That
seems a little gross.
Yeah, we read that in 6th grade. And 6th grade me was like, I already don't like reading, and you want me to read this really, really boring book.
So if it means anything, I think the movie is pretty damn good. So
Yeah, the movie's actually pretty good.
I would probably like it as an adult, but that stigma of the stigma of having to read it in 6th grade just made me just not like it.
The one I always remember is for my sister. You know, my sister is a big book person. She works in publishing in New York. Big. But she so.
Is this the story where she actually has a book even she can't deal with?
Like, it's a book called The Pearl, and her and her class hated that book so much, it's the only time she has ever had a book burning party, just for that book. Like, she hated it that much, it was like, I cannot, I'm never reading that ever again.
Like, I had a Moby Dick a shit ton, but I didn't burn the book. I just sold
Actually, you
it.
know what? I'm gonna language art textbook.
I think I think for me it was in high school. We had like I was really into most of the books and that except for this one book called The Sun Also Rises.
What was that one about?
All I can mostly remember, it was based on the Running of the Bulls. Everybody was an asshole, and the two main love triangles didn't work because this girl wanted sex over love because the main character couldn't have sex because of a war injury, and it was like,
Oh, of course.
it's like, and also there was racism, so it's like everyone's an asshole.
Ah,
Like, you have love drama, racism.
you know,
I thought one of the main characters was gonna die in the bull running since it was foreshadowed, but apparently not. Just some random dude. It's like, ooh, just not my kind of thing.
I tried to find a picture of the language arts book that I remember the most. I feel it was probably my 11th grade book.
Suppose old souls should have got to know us better.
Actually, you know what? Turns out it wasn't, but it was my grade 7 book. So I'm looking at it right now, just went, that looks really familiar.
Maybe I should have trusted him.
Yeah, there we go. I put it in Discord. That I remember that book cover.
Nah. After 6th grade, I started just actually getting like books. I remember them having to get Norton's anthology though, for like
I still lucked out super hard at my college because for whatever reason, my college had an entire class on Harry Potter that counted as an English credit.
What?
I don't know how the hell that got approved, but
how the hell did I get approved in A and B? How popular was it?
Pretty popular because a lot of the other students had the same idea. It was just like, oh, easy English credit on that. All right.
Well, I was just thinking, it was like, oh, how long did it take, and do you have to get waitlisted on that? That's what I was wondering.
Like that was an easy English credit on that. Even though I would have to later take more English credits because, you know, fuck transferring colleges. I hated when I was talking to you the other day and I was just like, God, it's like the same exact fucking story as like my transferring for colleges.
I can't say anything on the subject because hooray for AP exams.
Yeah, the language of literature, that looks very, yeah.
I remember when I was in elementary school, whenever we would go to the school library, there was once I was a kid that instead of going over to the books that were meant for kids, I was the one that went over to the books that all that had to do with natural disasters and boat sinking.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why I know why. Because me in elementary school apparently liked all the pictures of natural disasters tearing up stuff.
They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Oh no, wait, that's for the other weapon I got now.
Oh! I mean, to be fair, Jace.
Alright, good new one. 5? Load up.
It's a second.
To be fair, Jason, I read all the history books, so.
I probably would use that life wine if it gives you a nice second chance.
Yeah.
Live wine so rich. They say it's
Especially when it came to bows, I actually read those just because I don't know why, but as a kid, I just found it so fascinating. It was like, oh hey, look, this famous boat sank. Why? What were the events that led up to this?
but still looking good. Look at
Yeah,
our
that's kind of
ships.
weird.
We haven't lost everything. As long as we have that.
But, and like outside of the Titanic, I think the one I remember the most, it was like this large white boat that had like the red cross on it.
Left.
And the reason why that boat sank is that it ran it unfortunately
Maybe just roll completely left and see what happens.
is that
Okay.
unfortunately collided with the landmine from that was there from like that was left behind from the war.
That last shard from Sol.
It just never went off.
The game.
Woo! Alright. Once you get into this area, there's no turning back. Are you ready? Yes!
Are you ready, son?
Are you ready, kid?
Are you ready to beat?
I
can hear you.
Get ready.
I can hear you, kid. Oh.
Well, I mean, he said you can't hear him at all anymore, so.
But you'll be alright.
Shit.
Who lives in the apocalypse wants to leave.
Kid! The kid! That's you.
As a terminal's hardest of all.
Thank you.
Yeah, like, because we were talking about earlier, Jason, I would not mind pulling up, like, the first full episode of Animaniacs after stream tonight if you want to watch it.
Oh, I'll be down for that.
It's very, especially because the first episode is all about them selling out, kind of deal. It's great.
Oh yeah, I'll be down.
Reboot it.
Redo
Redo it.
Yeah.
Reboot it.
At this rate, I'll just see all the clips are just gonna be on YouTube, and that way I'll watch the episodes. I keep seeing it everywhere. It's like, huh.
It's very good. It's very good.
Animaniacs, target audience, 7 to 12-year-olds, actual audience,
Actual
20 to
audience, like
30-year-olds.
20-somethings.
Animaniacs is indeed good.
Wow, 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 wow.
Look around. There's not much left to do here. So why not?
We're bringing back Pinky in the Brain.
You brought back Pinky in the Brain.
You brought back Pinky in the Brain.
It's just like, oh, they turn on.
I don't know, I just like that line read.
Pinky in the
Back
Brain.
Pinky in the Brain. There's something funny about it, but I just like the way he reads it.
It's okay. I mean, I mean, I know they probably should actually use the Jurassic Park theme, but it just made me giggle hearing that.
Yeah.
Sequence.
I was like, yes, this is the Animaniacs I remember.
See, the problem is with the, oh my gosh, a lot of enemies here, jeez.
Yeah.
Go on, Pat.
Whenever I hear the Jurassic Park theme, all I can think of is holy fucking
fucking
shit. It's a dinosaur! Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Oh my fucking god! Fucking dinosaurs! Holy shit! What the fuck?
Somebody actually did that with Jurassic World version of it. I busted out laughing.
Oh yeah, I rediscovered why the first Avengers movie is still one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Oh yeah.
I decided to go back and rewatch it, but oh yeah, this is still really good.
Though admittedly, part part of me when I watch it back, I'm like, oh yeah, I can tell it's Joss Whedon because it like of how it's shot and such. It definitely feels like a TV, like more of a TV thing than a Hollywood movie. Like you can kind of tell.
Yeah, but that movie also laid down the groundwork for just like, and this is how the Marvel movies will be in tone for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Marvel doesn't want to admit it, but Joss Whedon helped them out a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll all be gone.
Alright.
Oh,
Eh.
That was part 1.
Not for 2.5.
if you have 10 cookies and somebody takes away half of them, what will you have? A broken hand.
We'll just
Okay, besides the first episode, there's another skit I need to show you guys where it's like Dot doing dramatic tales and stuff like that, and oh my god, there's one that made me absolutely die laughing at the concept. I think it might have been in like episode 5 or something, but
is a living record of the times before the calamity.
Never mind that. Just give me the bird. We can't.
can't.
It's a family joke.
That's very, very sad.
I got no fingerprints. I don't think so. The funny
what's
thing
the
I
shit,
found out about that joke in Animaniacs was like they kept waiting for somebody to take it out of the show. It's just nobody actually did, kind of thing. It just kept staying in there because people kept laughing too hard at it.
What's the odds of us getting a season 2 featuring
like-
Freakazoid?
It took way too many years to realize the Prince joke, and I'm like, oh.
Freakazoid was its own thing, though. It was never on
Yeah.
Animaniacs.
Well, no, he did a cameo a few times on Animaniacs and
Yeah,
such.
but that was after Freakazoid started.
But I would be totally down for Freakazoid coming back.
Teen extraordinaire. Freakazoid.
Like honestly, I've seen some clips of Freakazoid. I'm just like, wow, this show looks good. Why
But they
didn't-
still have the boats, right? No! Not the boats!
We were all having a good time, so you stood up!
Why you have to ruin everything?
So you can spend.
Hey, Jim, how come you never got married? I like meat too much. You know, you can still get married and like meat. I never thought of that.
Pro-gay marriage confirmed.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Everything
whoop,
you've ever
whoop,
done,
whoop.
You can
do it
spend a few months in jail, or you can listen to Fanboy for 30 minutes.
all. What do you agree? Well,
Wee!
Man, Animaniacs and Freakazoid had a lot of jokes that were meant for adults, but man, I still loved it as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Battle Gauntlet, I'm guessing.
Yep. Make sure you conserve your potions, your tonics. I always say
who
potions,
am
but
I
I
kidding?
have it.
Oh, there's also this tweet that I saw that made me go, oh man, don't make me dream.
What?
Where someone goes, man, Insomniac would be the perfect studio to make the next Sonic game.
A confession.
That would also, but also, that would require, but Insomniac has some franchises like Spider-Man and stuff like that. You think they're just gonna settle on Sonic?
It was like because of Spider-Man and Ratchet and Clank, though. Like I was like, you know what? I would love to see if Sonic has taken on Sonic. That would actually be pretty
Sonic, you're like, time to add another one to the pile.
Yeah.
I think honestly, out of like the main Sony ones, I actually think Sucker Punch might be the best choice for Sonic if in this hypothetical scenario, you know. I think I think I see Sucker Punch being more on board for doing Sonic than Insomniac.
Hello?
Hey, D.
Hey, D.
Give me my mic.
Hey, you know what? No, give it to the Yakuza director.
Yeah.
Big
No,
Sonic.
I mean,
5.
anyways, isn't Sonic just furry Spider-Man anyways?
You can't test it.
You hush your mouth.
I'm right.
No, that's Sly.
You hush your mouth, ED. Why'd you come back?
Yeah.
Who invited the who sassy teenager is this?
The same one who just removed you as a friend from Discord.
Oh, damn.
I don't know.
This teenager can also lie.
I know, I checked.
Yeah.
No.
Jason!
I'm a sad puppy.
This mess. It's all right.
Saddle thing.
I can tell. But why would you even want another way?
Oh, bull.
Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
I'd be down for a Sly Cooper and Sonic crossover. Sly would just want to steal the Master Emerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, Knuckles will be angry.
You could do it.
I mean,
Knuckles
everybody
kinda
else
sucks.
has done it at this point, so, you know.
Yeah, that kind of sucks at doing that.
Well, that's sweet.
Wait, if Ratchet and Clank and Sonic have a crossover, would it just be Sonic X Season 3?
God, you're not wrong.
Except Ratchet would blow up Cosmo without any remorse.
He wouldn't take like 3 days to do it.
Actually, you know
Pull
what?
the trigger, Tails!
He used the bouncer.
Oh yeah. Who likes the battery ram?
Oh.
It's on our shoulders.
I love battery rim.
We can't just let it
TB, I respected your privacy by knocking, but assuming my authority has you found out I'm coming in anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, Timmy, I've heard you've been playing Danganronpa.
That's scary.
When I first got this weapon years ago, that's the first thing I thought was that moment. I'm very up here.
You're playing Danganronpa.
That will forever be like one of my favorite Twitter clips of all time.
Would you like to? That is such a scary thing to hear from your father. That can mean many things. Say it
Where am I
like.
supposed to go?
How did he know?
There
Is
you
he a
go!
fan?
There.
Jason, settle down, please.
Is he a fan? Is he Kid Kokichi?
Is it down here?
the monument.
Yeah, down here. Use the special.
Okay, there we go.
Or just
TB, I heard you like Danganronpa.
Danganronpa.
Is he a Nagatomi Kokichi kid?
Oh, he's totally Kokichi. He tries to hide this chick.
No, no, I think Timmy is a Leon person.
If there's any way to make your kid, your child hate Danganronpa,
Or just terrify your child.
just walk in here and say, Jimmy, I heard you like Danganronpa.
Jimmy?
Yeah, they're the same
He's a
character.
It's like they cross over or something.
Of course, there were
I enjoyed
they
those
did.
crossovers.
Yeah.
I think the second one's probably the best one of the
But then again,
crossovers that they did.
that way.
It is.
All of us.
But you can also totally tell that all 3 crossovers were written by the Fairly Odd Parents team.
Oh yeah, you can tell.
Mhm.
You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight.
I heard you like
Danganronpa.
Oh my god.
Well, I think we found the rain message for the night.
Heard you play Persona 5.
Timmy, I heard you like Persona 5! Timmy, I heard you like anime!
Now that's really terrifying. That's the broadest one.
Oh, oh, Timmy, I've heard you played Undertale.
Don't
That is
do
also
that to
bad.
Undertale, God!
That is also terrifying.
What other ones can we do this with?
Timmy, I hear that you're a Redditor!
Oh, Timmy, I heard you're a Sonic fan.
You know what? No,
Don't forget your special
no,
one.
that's me. That's me in real life. Me as an actual father. I heard you're a
Sonic
Sonic
fan.
Not anymore.
I was, but then you talked about it.
It just so quickly make your kid hate it. It's like the kid goes, I like this too immediately. I hate this. I hate everything
I don't want to talk about
associated
this
with
anymore. I'm done.
But I thought you liked Danganronpa. I did.
Eh.
Well,
Eh.
let's,
That was a lie. I just
let's
like
be
one
honest.
character.
Danganronpa peaked in V3.
Yeah.
Danganronpa
I
It
get it.
peaked at V3. Danganronpa peaked in the last game.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, I hope.
I mean, it's.
Oh, it's dead.
I mean,
This weapon kinda
fandom
sucks.
has different opinions, but whatever.
This weapon kind of sucks.
Scoot, 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 scoot.
I'm on my way to my son's room.
I forget what's his name of the trader guy that's been doing this.
Zolf. Okay, now be very quiet, guys. I do need to explain something here.
Yeah.
You're going to come here. Just keep
Okay.
moving. I'll tell you. You are about.
But what? Hold on, just real quick, because I want to make a joke before this. What's this guy's name?
Zolf.
Zolf! I heard you started a race war.
Well, actually, it's more like
Hey.
they got mad that you got here. His own people started slaughtering.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay,
Oh,
you
you killed
have
him.
2 options. Go ahead and select it. Do not press anything else.
Okay.
You can either abandon. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. If you abandon Zolf, you will have to fight through a bunch of Ura. If you take Zolf, which I think is the more merciful option, you don't have to fight anymore.
The one with less violence.
You chose pacifism.
Also, here's another vocal song. Hush. Coming up.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't you worry though.
I'm pretty sure you're going
Once
the
the
wrong way,
Bastion's
though.
restored, it'll all be alright.
Also, is he a 3D model now? Because I think he was a sprite before.
No, they've been 3 miles old.
Yeah, they've always
Oh,
been
they've
3
always been 3D? Huh.
Yeah, they look too smooth to be just 2
Yeah.
sprites.
Brandon, that'll be the right hashtag.
Alright,
Is over
so-
Timmy.
Alexandra, question about this moment in the game. So I assume up to this point, the player has like learned like the whole lore behind this. So it's up to them whether they think that Zolf
It's
should.
worth saving at this point, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that he's worth saving?
It's difficult to say because here's the thing. He fucked up the Bastion, but considering the fact that Zealandia was pretty much going to try to wipe out his people, he's justified in kind of going on a rampage like that, so it's difficult to say. I personally spared him because I'm a merciful person, but I know plenty of people who haven't.
I barely even comprehend what's happening, so I was like, sure, I'll take him. Why not? He's a cool dude.
Normally, the games reward me for being a pacifist, so.
Noticeably, they eventually stopped
Yeah.
firing when you realize you've stopped fighting.
Cease your fire.
Kids probably dealt with Zolf by now.
The end of Arkham City.
Batman.
You remind
What
me
happened?
of myself when I was his age.
And he does a whole Little Shop of Horrors, like carrying him out.
So that is the lesser-known vocal song in this game, Mother, I'm Here, by the composer of the game and for Supergiant, Darren Korb.
And he's also the voice of Zagreus, right?
Yes.
Hey, kid.
Yes, yay, boyle.
Get up, kid.
Ugh,
I'm tired.
I need sleep.
Get up, kid.
I said get up.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, maybe next time.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it.
Whoop.
Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors.
So go ahead
We
and
can
just
tell
talk
you how to
to
work this
Russ
thing
and
if you got any
Zia
questions.
stuff before you
Hey,
get going.
kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
It's like the first time she's talked in the whole game. Like,
Interesting fact, the singer
If I could be any place
Ashley
I
Barrett
wanted,
is the voice of
I'd
Zia
stay
as
right
well.
here.
This is
I
actually her
figured,
only,
you know.
Go anywhere in the world.
Yeah, she actually doesn't do many voice acting roles
Sylph tried to talk me into joining him.
in the other
I tried to
games.
talk him out of it.
Usually just defers it
Guess
to
we
other.
both failed.
does she do like
Well,
vocals in the other games, or?
Yeah,
When I
yeah,
finally
she is
found my
like
people,
the
I
vocalist.
told them
Okay.
to go. They just told me
But
for
when it
free.
comes to like voice acting, she usually does defer it to
showed up.
actually people who are trained voice actors.
Any moment
Alright.
I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not
Now.
before.
I'm going to explain this because this is going to determine the ending.
Okay.
There are two possible endings in this game. If you choose restoration, this will reverse everything back to before the calamity happened. If you choose evacuation, you just uproot the bastion and send it off into who knows where, and everyone lives on as they are now. So your weighty decision is: do you live in the post-apocalyptic world with what you have now, or do you go back, forget everything, and hope and pray this doesn't happen again? Because there's still a chance it could happen.
Yeah, that was my thing. It's like there is a thing where the same
The
thing.
world's gonna end anyways. We might as well stay with what we got. It can
That's
end
kind of
worse.
what I'm thinking too. I think we're gonna go evacuation on that one.
Listen, it could.
Because evacuation is a guaranteed thing that this will never happen again. And
Yeah.
we learned our lesson. Lesson.
Yeah.
Listen, restoration. The calamity can happen, and global warming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the old saying that you.
Supergiant, I believe, has gone on record saying the evacuation ending is considered the canon ending, and they've also said if you did the restoration ending, this would still happen again.
Yeah. I kind
We
of
just go back half it
figured
again.
of what we know about the characters and stuff like that. I figure like it probably wouldn't change anything, honestly.
The only difference on this ending is saving. If you abandoned Zolf, you would not be here me.
I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea.
It ain't much. It ain't, but it's honest work.
With you,
Now, this song I think you will particularly.
Yeah, I
like
think I
that
played this
because-
before the stream.
can't go back no more.
Because I was just like, I feel like it's like you would like to do it. It's like I was thinking, I was like, oh, would Pat do a cover of this song? He probably would.
And if anyone left out
We're-
there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces when we dock this thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead
Yo,
of
we're just
myself,
flying.
though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
I think another reason to have a pick evacuation is with the fact that I think I personally think it's irresponsible just to forget about the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, forget about it, you repeat the mistakes.
Yeah. This was
Yeah,
like
Lord.
this was like the first song I think I found for Bastion when I first heard about it, kind of deal. And yeah,
Oh, video game is done.
this song is really good. But yeah, that's Bastion. Definitely a bit shorter than I thought it was going to be for it.
I told you it would take 2 sessions. I wasn't kidding.
Yeah. I don't have much to say, honestly, other than, yeah, I have fun with that. So,
Cool.
uh,
Art style's nice.
yeah, I like that sound. If I had anything to take away from this game, it was definitely the soundtrack. I think that's the strongest part of the game by far. Because, it's really good.
It's an example of like having catchy atmospheric pieces.
Yeah, which I think, because now the other Supergiant games are Transistor, which I own, and I'll probably get to at some point soon. There's Pyre, which I don't know if we'll do Pyre as a stream series, just because that game's kind of weird with how it's set up.
Let's fire.
Fire is kind of this sort of it's hard. Okay, this is the weirdest description I'm going to give because I haven't played Fire, but I'm going to probably play it soon. It is a combination of your typical point-and-click adventure game, getting to know your characters, and magical wizard basketball.
Yeah.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
The basic idea is like
Okay.
you level up people that play this like spiritual basketball kind of game sort of deal, but the idea is that you level them up so that their soul can move on kind of deal. So the goal is to get through everybody by the end of the game kind of deal and make sure they all move
Alexandra, you have no idea how much you have sold me on that.
on. And then of course,
And the minute you finished
Yeah,
saying that, I immediately went to
Crazy
Steam and
that
typed
the
in
most
fire.
the most out there description for all Supergiant games isn't Hades, it's the third one.
yeah. And then of course there's Hades, which like I don't feel like we can do a proper playthrough of Hades just because.
Oh no.
Yeah. No.
Here's how I was gonna say. I'm sorry, I'm gonna shamelessly plug this, but once one thing I want to do once I hit affiliate is start this like stream series called the Indie Parade where I just play through indie games. Hades will not be on that due to the nature of it being a roguelike. It's
Yeah.
kind of difficult to do it that way.
Yeah. So. But Transistor will definitely be a title I do another blind series for in the future, kind of deal. Not immediately, but at some point. And also, if you like Supergiant games, I think they're all on sale right now on the eShop, so you can go pick them up.
Yep. Bastion and Transistor were marked down significantly, and Hades is only 20% off, but still $20 is still
Yeah.
good.
Like I
asking
think
price for
I picked up Bastion and Transistor for like less than $5 each. So.
Alexandra, I have a question then. Then, like, why not just do like a single stream for Hades as a spotlight?
It's
Because
you will not be able to get everything Hades has to offer.
Well, I mean,
Because
just of like even just
one
of like.
thing Supergiant has been trying to do is find that happy medium between gameplay and story integration, and they figured that they finally hit it like right on the money with everything, with firing on all cylinders with Hades. That requires multiple victories to get through that story. And even then, death still brings you more story. So a single stream spotlight ain't gonna do it justice.
Like, to talk about back to Bastion, like, I do like the story, but I do feel like you could definitely feel like they were still trying to get their foot of how to figure it out, because it was a little hard to keep following it, admittingly, for me throughout. Because I think some more visual stuff would help convey it a little bit easier.
I forgot all this stuff, honestly. So I can't say.
It's kind of a shame, really.
That's kind of fair. I mean, like I said, I'm probably the minority in the group saying I followed it easily while playing it, but that's just me. But I also love indies, and indies have a tendency to do, I would say, for lack of a better term, wax poetic. When it comes to
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
I just got done with this kind of
like,
stuff.
well, admittedly, like the wax and poetic stuff is always kind of a double-edged sword for me when it comes to indies, because sometimes you are very, it can get very out there with certain indies, and I'm like, to the point of where, like, I don't care, or kind of.
Yeah, like Braid.
Braid's a really good example of that.
Like, Supergiant's stories are not onto the waxing. Like, I say waxing poetic in the sense of it may be harder, like the way you were saying, because all this stuff was onslaughting you, you couldn't pay attention to the story. Maybe in that regard, but in terms of the story itself, it's pretty easy to follow. When you can get the context clues and figure things out. So.
Da, da, da. Oh.
Of course, the song ends right at that. Yeah.
It's called like. You mean songs end? What the?
So,
I was getting into it.
Just for a heads up, if you wish to return to this for whatever reason and just go on a massive murder spree, there is a new game plus.
Nice.
And that shows you everything.
Okay, look for New Game Plus. Begin the story from all your EXP. New shrines and idols added. All Bastion structures biddable in any order. Use shrine for toughest balance. Alright.
Neat.
Nice. I
And
like
that
this little
windmill
video now.
The symbol indicates that you have a clear game, so.
Nice. Alright. So, how streams are gonna work for the rest of this week, because it's gonna be kind of weird. Like, Thursday, there's gonna be no stream, Thanksgiving and all that, so, you know. And then,
oh yeah, this is week.
yeah, I know, it kind of stuck up, but Friday and Saturday, because many people are gonna be out of town, for it, I don't really want to do any big streams for them, so I think there might be some more casual, ones in the back for the background. Maybe I just might run through like Sonic CD or something like that. I don't know.
Or maybe another random indie game that you haven't touched.
Yeah,
or something that's
maybe.
in your
I'll see
backlog.
through my backlog and see what I got. We might do a spotlight thing on that. But yeah, that's about all I got on that. We'll return back more to a regular schedule the following weeks. The big thing is that I need to find a good time for Fire Emblem because we were planning for Thursday, and I still want to do it that day. The problem is, we'll probably have to maybe start a little early or do it late, kind of deal. Because for my job, I have meetings usually 7 to 8. So it's kind of in a really awkward time right in there. If they start doing them at like 7 and then we end at 8, then that might be a little better. But once I get a proper schedule for that, I'll let you guys know, kind of deal. So
I assume Sonic Unleashed is still locked on.
that's gonna be
so.
Saturday since I have nothing interfering with that kind of deal. So, and I think we only got like 2 or 3 sessions left of that. So. And when that's done, it's gonna be, we got Fire Emblem coming up. I haven't decided quite yet what the game after Unleashed is going to be yet. So, throw in some suggestions over in the Discord for anything you guys might find interesting, and I might throw it in there. So, yeah. I think that's about it. Let's go find somebody to raid for tonight.
Is Linky still streaming? Answer is yes. Oh, he's fighting Meta Ridley. Come on.
Oh, okay, let's go raid him. So.
Hey, Timmy.
All right, so yeah, hashtag
Timmy.
Oh Timmy.
Timmy!
Yeah, Linky is currently playing Metroid Prime, and he's on Meta Ridley, so.
All right. No, Timmy. All right.
Oh god. Hey, you've seen that piece of fan art where Hades just opens the door and he sees Zagreus and just swimming down the head down and
Are you with it, son? All right. Have a good night, everyone.